What's going on, everybody? Serial entrepreneur Jordan Steen here, and in this video we're going to go over the coolest tool that I've found for running your Facebook Live events. It actually adds little creative elements onto your Facebook Live videos. It adds in a feature for you to get your audience engaged because it'll let you put your comments up on the screen while you're live. It gives you a dashboard for someone to manage, all of the operations that go on with running the live feed. So someone who sits there and can actually click, they want this comment to come up on your screen or to show this person's name or flash this banner across the live video. You can do it yourself while you do these live videos. I actually do it myself for my live videos, but you can also, if you're at the point where you can hire someone to manage that for you, it just makes your live stream more like a telecast, like you're actually doing it live and it's like a live channel, like TV show. So it's a really cool tool. I want to go into that, and then I'm going to give you guys 5 tips that you need to know about running live events. They're going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headache. Trust me, I made these mistakes when I first started doing live videos, and these tips are going to save you a lot of time and get you a lot better engagement with your live videos. So stay tuned. We're going to go into that here now. We're going to go ahead and get started talking about running these Facebook Live events and how to actually, because this is how you monetize. Like Facebook, not only Facebook, but you guys know that I do a lot more YouTube stuff, but we're actually about to start incorporating Facebook Live into those YouTube Lives and running them simultaneously. And the reason why is because we know Facebook Live is obviously a huge platform. Actually, to be exact, Facebook actually took over the #1 spot for the first live streaming service available on the internet. So it basically surpassed YouTube for live streaming, which, that's obviously a reason why we want to start making sure we're capturing more audiences, more people, more traffic on Facebook. So why we're going to be incorporating it. And we've recently found a really cool tool. We're using it in our mentorship course. So I'm going to show you a little sneak preview of that mentorship course and what the software actually does for the videos that we produce there. And we're super happy we found it. We've been testing it a lot. And now that we found out how it works, we're actually going to start using it to market Facebook Live and to make it look a lot better. So we're going to teach you how to use this tool, why it's really cool, and why you need to incorporate it into your Facebook Live marketing plans. Plus, we're going to give you about 5 or 6 tips that you guys need to be aware of. These are, again, they're going to save you a lot of time and effort when you go into actually building out and running your Facebook Live events. They're mistakes that I made in the beginning, and you're definitely going to want to avoid these because they're just headaches, I promise. So let's go ahead and hop into the tool that I want to recommend first, which is going to be BeLive. So BeLive.tv. That is the URL right here. You can see right there. So, and we'll leave it in the description for those of you who don't want to type this out and you just want to go search and click. But essentially what this tool does is it gives you the ability to add overlays, text overlays, little banners, lower thirds into your live videos, which is really, really cool because it makes it a more engaging experience. Like I said earlier, you can make pop-up or comments pop up while you're running your live stream. So it just makes it really easy to, get people more engaged because they see their comment coming up on the live stream, and they're just more excited because they're like, oh crap, this person's actually taking the time to talk to me and they called out my name. Trust me, when I call out people sometimes in these live videos and they're like, oh, I just never thought you'd call me out or answer my question. It's funny to me because I just don't expect to have that kind of reaction, but that's what people give you because they don't expect you to take the time to answer them. So incorporate this feature because, again, it is super useful for getting engagement and getting more people to like the overall feel. It just adds more to the feel of your video. So if I start broadcast, basically I can do solo, interview, talk show. So talk show is actually what you're going to use. I can do screencasts, and I can show my face and my screen at the same time during a live video because I use this tool. I can also interview another person, so we can have it set up to where they will actually have their face on a video. It'll send them a link, and then basically they use that link to come into my server, and then we can host a live screen share of both of us talking if I wanted to. So just to show you an example, essentially what you do is you come in here, you pick, a page that you manage or a group that you manage. That's the cool thing. You can do this for groups and pages, right? Then you just actually type in the text, and this is what it says above the post. So you type in how to create a video on Facebook Live. And then this will be a title internally. This is shown to your guests that come to your thing. You put in your email address, and then you'd add your branding. So all we do is we already have our logo set in here. So look, you can see it added it to the video up in here, up in here, up in here. And then we're going to choose our color. So now our videos actually look like this. And what I'll show you is I'll actually show you what a produced video looks like, since it wouldn't allow me to log in earlier. But this is what the video looks like. But you can see we have comments that, since this is a private group, it's not going to show the person. If it's a public group, or I think even a business page, it'll actually show the person's face and their name. But this is our monthly mentorship group where we're going over a lesson, and this is one of the students says, I know there is a management fee for ads, but do you normally charge for campaigns and setup? And then this little banner just says that it's showing my screen. So, and then you can see, like at the beginning right here, you're able to switch between screens. Like you can see, it's just really interactive. You have like what's on my screen plus me, and then you go through the operator controls. You can switch between, hey, this is my screen, this is James hopping in, and it's just a really cool tool to use. So cool little transitions. It shows little banners, little lower thirds, and this is going to add again to the quality of your live streams, because you're able to do transitions like this during your actual stream. And all you really need, all I have is a little desktop webcam. It's a Logitech 1080p. I believe I leave it in the description below every single time. It's just a 1080p camera webcam that does everything I need to do. And you can shoot these little live streams and get a lot more engagement and people, really involved, because it's just an engaging thing and they see that you're paying attention to their comment. So that's setting up the live event with Be Live. This does cost money. I believe it's like $250 for a year license, which is really not bad for something that does what this thing does, because again, it's going to add to the overall experience of your live streams. So I recommend buying this and getting this incorporated into your live streams if you run a heavily live stream type of marketing campaign. But if you can't afford this, that's okay. That doesn't mean you can't run Facebook Live events. All you have to do is come into your Facebook business page. You can do it right here in the Facebook Business Manager. So that's again business.facebook.com if you've seen any of our other Facebook training videos on YouTube. Then you've seen us talk about this business page before, and all you're going to want to do is you come in here and click live video. And again, this is if you can't use the tool. It's unable to find the camera right now, and that's because I'm shooting using my webcam. But essentially, if you came in, all it would do is open up a screen and connect your camera. Once you actually connect the camera, then you'll actually come right here and you'll type in your post, or it'll open up a screen and you'll have the little banner side pop out over here, and you'll have like the area where you write in your description and your post over there. It's essentially, that's all there is. Then you're just going to add your title, your video description, and then your post that you want to go with it, and then boom, you just click stream. You can also do things like share screen. So if you that's the unfortunate part about not having Be Live, is if you run that video, you can only do share screen, or you can only do a video of yourself. So it doesn't really, give you that much flexibility. You can't add comments on the screen. So, that's why I like Be Live. That's why I recommend it if you're going to use it as a strategy for marketing that business. And again, it just makes the overall video, the feel and look of the video that much better. And the engagement does go through the roof. Plus, you can, again, use the software when you have people who want to come on your channel and do a guest speaking thing or whatever it is that you have planned out with that person. Maybe it's an interview or something like that, but it makes it a really cool experience. So I strongly recommend looking at Be Live. If not, again, it's not that difficult to run live events from your page. The key really, guys, with live events, one thing that we've done is started doing a giveaway on every live event, and that guarantees about 30 to 40, maybe 50 people on our live channel. We only have about 6,000 subscribers, so to have 50 people, when I've seen people with audiences of 40, 50,000 people, and they get around 50 people on live events, that just kind of shows you giving away little things. Each live event makes it that much more engaging. Plus, what we do is we do a really strong Q&A. Our business, our channel is really around info. right? Like giving out educational information and training and stuff like that. So we focus our live events on those training sessions and basically just answering questions, stuff like that. So finding a way to really highlight your business and live events is going to be interesting for you. So let's say for a real estate channel, you could do like home DIY live events and show people how to do stuff live. That would be something cool, right? If you figure out how to use your camera and record live events, it's not that difficult really to do as long as you have the setup done. You can get those live events shot and they're really engaging. And if you do a giveaway combined with that cool experience video where you're teaching them how to do something, it's just a really cool, type of atmosphere to bring potential customers to. And then you can promote that video afterwards. It gives you content to promote with afterwards, right? So if you're sitting there answering questions, you can use that as like post comment on your Facebook business page or on your Twitter or on Instagram, whatever. That's what we do with our live content. So it's really, really cool way, again, to create content, but not only create content, get a lot of engagement and get people really involved with your business. Just setting up the live events, it's not very difficult. I wanted to show you that tool, and if you wanted to do it, by yourself without that tool, obviously you can still do that there. And again, just focus on your audience, focus on their needs and their wants and the questions or issues or concerns that they might have with your product, and give them actual content that they can use right then and there. Give them something that's valuable to them, not just something that's general information. Focus on stuff like if everybody can go out, or if everybody knows these tips, and you actually sit there and say, okay, well, does everyone already know about this and talk about this in this industry, or is this going to be something kind of obscure, something a little different? And if you can't say, yes, even a little bit, then it's probably not a piece of content that you want to focus on. So do your keyword research, find out what keywords people are looking for, and create your content around that. Let's talk about those 6 little tips really quick to getting the most out of your Facebook live events, so that, just mistakes that you want to avoid. Because trust me, it is going to save you a lot of time and headache when it comes to creating these videos, and it's going to make the whole process a lot easier. But number one thing is just be yourself. And I know people say this a lot about Facebook live events, and I promise you these tips are going to get a lot better, but I want to start off with this because it is one of the most important. People try to, they pretend way too much. They try not to be themselves. And like, if you're a goofy person, just be goofy. People are attracted to that. They're attracted to someone who can be confident in who they are, no matter what that is that you are. So be confident in yourself and be confident in your ability. If you truly know what you're talking about, then you're good. Just be authentic. That's where people mess up, is they're really not an expert or a professional in a specific area that they try to create a channel around. And so they don't end up sounding right, or they don't end up giving actual information that people are attracted to and want to keep coming back to. So focus on that. Just be authentic. Number 2 is actually engage with your audience. Answer their questions, not only during the live videos, but after the live videos as well. But obviously, it's important to answer them in the live videos. I see tons of people who run live events and never answer a question the entire way through. They just talk the entire time. And it's like, dude, people are coming there and asking you questions. They want you to answer them. That's why they're writing those questions. And I know it can seem redundant, but and you might get a ton of traffic, and it might be too difficult for you to answer the questions. But don't ignore all of them. At least point out some, or at least incorporate it into your video somehow, where you're showing people who have questions and you're getting them answered. Number 3 is you want to actually promote your YouTube live or your Facebook live. Sorry, Facebook live. That's what we're talking about in this. I do a lot of YouTube live, but you can see right here, we actually promote our YouTube live events. When we start doing Facebook live events, obviously we'll add that to the content calendar as well, but we have a whole post that goes out about it, and you can see the creative element right here. And basically we'll put some text over this that says, hey, it's our YouTube live event, come join us at this time and this date. And it's just, again, it's important to promote it, because if you're not telling people that it's out there, then they're never going to come to it, right? You have to tell the people it exists. If you build it, does not mean that they will come. I just want you guys to be aware of that. People think this all the time in marketing. They think, oh, if I put a page out there, people are just going to come to it. No, they're not. That's not how it works, because the search engines, the algorithms that are built into these platforms to actually recommend your business come from people going to that page, engaging with that page, really, just being a part of that business. And if they're not engaging on your page, then why would Facebook want to recommend you? A lot of people don't like you, so they're not going to recommend you when someone does a search for that type of business. So number 4, to running Facebook live events, one of the things that you're definitely going to want to do, and just keep this in mind, a lot of people think that it is a bad idea to work with people in the same niche as them. They think that if I go on and talk to an audience with a potential influencer that has an audience that might be similar to mine, then they're going to steal my customers. That's not actually how it works. It's going to bring new people to you. So for some reason, they might not want to buy from who you see Jeremy on, this video that we did a collaboration on. Some people might not want to buy from me who want to buy from Jeremy. It just depends. People are attracted to other people, and that's not always a bad thing that you don't get a specific customer, because by working and collaborating with other people in other audiences or with other business interests, it just attracts, again, newer audiences to your brand, and overall new engagement, new people visiting your website that can potentially convert into a customer. But collaboration with other brands is a huge, huge thing that you need to take into consideration when you're planning out your content calendar. And the reason why, again, is just because it's going to bring new traffic. So number 5 is really just about branding your content. And that's why I believe in a tool like Be Live. And seriously, I don't make any affiliate revenue from me using this platform. They don't even have an affiliate program. So I'm just recommending this tool because it does such a great job. And it makes your live experience overall just more appealing. That's really all you're trying to do, is make it more appealing, and that's what this tool allows you to do. So adding your branding to it is just another way for people to recognize who you are. Obviously, that's what branding does. So again, adding this into your tools or list of tools that you use for your live events is going to be important, or imperative, really. So tip number 6 is really about, again, just making sure that your audience, number 1, knows that your live events exist. Give them a little bit of pre-information about what your live event is going to cover, because if there's no value up front, then I'm not going to go to your live event. Like, that's just kind of what it boils down to. If you're not going to give me value and kind of show me, hey, this is actually going to be something where we go through a, specific area that you might have questions or concerns about, we're going to completely resolve those issues or any concerns that you may have. So again, just letting people know what that live video is about. But the biggest thing is you have to promote it and let people know that it happens. So a cool way to do that is really just to go to your business page or your group page, whatever it is, and create an event within that group or that business page. Set up your photo, set up your event name, if it's a live event, type live, and then what the topic's going to be out. Plus, if you're doing a giveaway, you can add that in the title, obviously, because that's going to drive people or drive interest. You can add the place if there's an actual physical place, or if you're just doing it on Facebook. When it occurs, you can actually set up weekly events if you want, so that way it's easier for you to do if you do the same thing every time. Category, you can do description, what your event category is about, and a little bit of a description, some keywords. If you have a ticket, like if you're selling tickets to a live event, you want to promote that event, at a physical location, then you can add the URL there. If you're doing a co-hosting type of deal with this event and you want to promote that up front, you can add in that business page or that person here. And then, you can add guest lists. If you have a guest list, you can kind of display that. There's a lot of different cool options, and then after that, you can boost it. If you want to promote that event, you can promote it and let people know that you're having it. So if you're doing a special live event where you're launching a new product or doing a promotion, that's a cool way to get, the word out about that event and you doing something. So, take this into consideration. When Black Friday comes around this year, you could run a YouTube or a Facebook live event and let people know that you're going to be giving away coupons for people to pick stuff up when they get it in store at a really cool discount. But they have to be on that live event to get the code. That's going to do something, that'd be something really, really cool and really unique that a lot of people aren't doing. Some last minute advice, or a bonus piece of advice that I want to give you, is that you don't want to focus your live events on your products or services unless you're doing a really big promotion or giveaway, right? The focus of your YouTube or Facebook live events, whatever live platform you're using, the focus should be around the product or service, but issues that you resolve with that product or service need to be talked about in that video, and even show them some of that free stuff, like give them some of the actual answers on how to resolve the problem that they're having. So if they're not able to get something done, do a walkthrough video that actually shows them how to do it themselves, what tools you use, what resources you use, how you actually make it work, right? So those are going to be the 6 important things that I recommend. Obviously, check into a software if you're not. And what I recommend Be Live for is if you're not familiar with actual video production, like using something like OBS Studio or something like that. Be Live is perfect for you. We like it because it's easy and convenient. Eventually, we're going to set up the full broadcast type setup where we use OBS and we incorporate different mics and different cameras and different angles, but that's a much more I mean, that's more expensive of a setup, I'll be straight up, and we're just not ready to make that leap yet. So eventually we'll hit that, but not just yet. So anyways, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button so that way everybody else who's looking for information like this can see the video. This is what helps other people who need free information and just don't know where it's at. It helps them see it. Also, if you have a question about anything that we went over today with Facebook Live, using Be Live, if you have questions about anything regarding this video that we just went into, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what's up. We also have free Facebook ad training or free Facebook marketing training in the description below. You can find that link there. There's all kinds of free stuff in the description below, so make sure that you check that out. Last thing I want to do is suggest that you subscribe if you are looking for more content like this, because hey, we do it 3 times a week. It's 3 free trainings every single week, like 3 free every week, and we're doing more. We're actually about to add a 4th video into our training cycle, or into our video cycle, so it's getting intense, guys. So if you want to get more information, make sure that you subscribe. Last thing is, you see this on the screen right here, SerialEntrepreneur.academy on our little test page. Make sure you check out that website if you are looking to start a social media marketing agency, a digital marketing agency. If you're looking to get into personal branding, we're about to launch the pre-launch for that course there, where it's only going to be $299 for early access. So if you guys want access to that course, you want to make sure to send me a message so that way I get you added to the list. We're only giving it away for $299 to the first 50 students. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. I will talk to you on the next one. Until next time, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later, guys.
Ready to start living the 6-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.